Hey, Shalom. First of all, I want to start off by giving my praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rakakadash. Also want to give a double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this word, and the brothers who teach sincerely down. Also want to give a salutation to the elect scattered across the four corners of the earth and the speckled birds. And this one, we're going to get into, well, various topics. We're going to just roll with the spirit on this one. But I got on my phone, oh, but I got a new location. Just see, really nice location. Buy some water. Figured I'd switch it up. But it's right here. I'm gonna read it. It's called the Alien Sedition Act. Okay, and this is what I believe. This is just my thoughts, that something really bad is going to happen before Trump gets in that office, because we already got Biden, who allowed Ukraine to use U.S. military weapons on Russia. So now Russia's ready to retaliate, and this might have started World War III, So it's a lot going on right now. And you also got Trump with this Alien Sedition Act, where he's gonna go and deport all these foreigners off the land. He's gonna hunt them down. I believe now they just at an airport in Ohio, they turned it into a FEMA camp. I believe they're gonna use this situation, and also with a lot of other more scenarios and situations, to cause order out of chaos, starting with the southern tribes, and throw them in FEMA camps. And they're also going to come after the prophets of the Lord. And I believe that we're about to enter into Jacob's trouble before January, but that's just me. Because like I said, we just following what's going on. We see this huge milk pot bubbling, and now it's bubbling over at this point. Now it's time for something to happen. Okay, the Alien and Sedition Act were a series of 4 laws passed in 1798 by the Federalists controlled Congress that restricted immigrants and speech in the United States. Okay, the law raised the residency requirements for citizenship from 5 to 14 years, authorized the presidential to deport aliens and permit their arrest, imprisonment, and deportation during wartime. And that's what's going on right now. Now Trump, everybody's complaining that Trump, this is a bad idea because it's going to put America more in debt, because it costs, what's it cost? Did they say 80 is it 80 million? I think it's 80 billion, something like that. I had to look it up, but it's going to put America more in debt. See, because Trump is promising to do this and do this and do this, but really Trump, as we believe here at Great Millstone, is Nero, the one who caught, if you know the story, you look it up on YouTube, a little documentary on Nero. Nero was he was a king. I think he ruled, I'm not really sure. Let me Google it real quick. I don't want to get too much into it, but Nero was one of the Caesars, 12 Caesar families. And he pretty much burnt down, I'm going to just look it up. The story of, I'm trying to be right on what he burnt down. Oh, he burnt down Rome and blamed it on the Israelites, pretty much. The same thing Trump's going to do, because all these things that he's doing is eventually to come and get us, the prophets. Okay, so I've been talking with no precepts, so let me go to the precepts real quick. See, now everybody's running to Trump Everybody's praising him. So this is 1 Thessalonians 5:2, because they keep talking about peace and peace, right? And peace. Okay, they're promising everybody peace, and everybody think the country's in better hands now, so everybody can go back to relaxing, partying, and bullshitting. Let's see what 1 Thessalonians 5:2 say. For yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. And that day of the Lord coming in a thief is a night, because people aren't paying attention. People are living in a bubble, enjoying smoking their blunts, watching a Mike Tyson fight, going to work, because everything's still functional and running. So if you're not paying attention to what's going on around the world, if you're not paying attention to what's going on around the world, you just asleep, and most people are asleep in their wickedness. But us man of the Lord, what it says, eat this roll, in Ezekiel, eat this roll, then go teach. It also says, go and cry not and spare not, roughly paraphrasing. And that keeps us sharp on what's going on, so we can see a sword coming from a distance. So when a thief come in our house, we'll be ready for him, but the rest of the world, they won't be. And that thief is Jacob's trouble. The Jacob trouble is going to slide, they're going to get caught. See, for yourself know perfectly that day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. When you're comfortable at night, sleep, cuddling in, and that's when it's going to hit, 1 Thessalonians 5:3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travaileth upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. And right now, that's what's going on. And that's what's about to happen, And Apostle Tahar, he said he deemed this day this year the year of Jacob's trouble, and we already at the end of the year so fast, because the Lord said he would speed up time for the elect's sake, But right now, as we can see, the devil, Esau, Edom, and the elites, as you can see, everything they're doing, all the pieces just falling in place for this place to fall. Because when you thought that Trump was going to stop the war and all this, then Biden comes out of the middle of nowhere, because ain't nobody heard from him in a while, and now he's doing what the elite want him to do. They're stirring up war. Because they said that he signed whatever executive order for the Ukrainians to be able to use U.S. weapons against Russia. And we all know that Russia is the bear in Ezekiel 38 that the Lord uses to pull all the other countries in. That's why one of the scriptures I always go to, let me find it. I don't think it's on this one. Let the weak say, I'm just quoted because I pretty much know it. Let the weak say I'm strong, pretty much. And the weak was the other nations that were weak before Russia interfered and gave them strong nuclear capable abilities. Also, with Russia linking up with South Korea, I watched a documentary on South Korea, and the South Koreans, from a child to as soon as when they come out the womb, they're taught to hate Americans. And their TV. See, America uses propaganda against us. That's why our people so docile and dumb. But also, the North Koreans use propaganda to make their children hate America. The children are walking around with guns saying they hate America because they want to kill Americans. It's a documentary on YouTube. It's pretty interesting. But what was the precept I was looking for? Let them say I am strong. Let them beat their plowshares and poodle hooks into swords and some into spears. Pretty much them garden materials are now nuclear capabilities. So these other countries aren't weak anymore. So it's a level playing field now. It's not, okay, America's not the number one superpower anymore. I wish I had put on my notes on my other phone, because now I'm going back and forth, but yeah, just listen. What precept I want to go into? Is this it? Oh yeah. So pretty much everybody trusting in the system. Okay, that's why I got a precept right here. You know, I was one of the precepts said, "Woe to them that go to Egypt and ask for help." I know it's in here somewhere. There's a whole bunch of good precepts. I can't find one of them to go to Egypt for help right now. But I'm gonna just read something else, because you can see everybody's looking at this great division going on, which is going to cause civil war, and people believing in Trump, you know, and Trump saying he's going to stop this, he's going to stop the war, he's going to stop this, he's going to stop that, he's going to, well, without a spiritual ear, it sounds good. It sounds like this wicked place is going to come back, but it's not. No, that's why it says, when they say peace and safety, surely destruction come like a woman that travailed with child. All right. So as you see with the Trump using this this act, okay, what's it called again? The Alien Sedition Act. This is gonna, I believe, start Jacob's trouble. Then it's just gonna get hard from there on out. Because then we're gonna have civil unrest in the middle of the streets. We're gonna have civil war. We got the woman against the man against the woman, which the woman's gonna lose, and then I see Isaiah 4:1 creeping up on us with these new channels I've been watching. A woman begging men for attention again, or a woman being exposed for being gold diggers. Like, men are really changed now, you know. So things, that's the so then we got the race wars. You got people dressed up as the Nazis popping up. I forgot what city it was, but I believe that was just the government psyop. You know, that's why they were in mass. That's just the government getting this place ready for civil war, getting this place ready to collapse. This place, the government, he says, what was I say? Something out of chaos. But he's bringing chaos so he can bring in the martial law, and they already setting up their FEMA camps. Then I was reading something where the churches under their 501c3 work for the government too, and some of them churches might, I think it was 100,000 pastors compromised by the 501c3. So I believe that they're going to help. The church is going to be giving away that CHIP, that charagma, and they also going to be giving away their church members too, because the church, your Christians, y'all going to get it too, even though y'all ain't got the truth. Y'all still gonna get it. And most of y'all gonna take that C hit. But I see something coming real fast and quick. This is Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of earth and of the sea, for the devil have come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth he have a short time. And that's what you see going on right now. Now, you know, they got all these different variants. You got the I don't want to say it, but the I don't want to say it. I don't want my video to get taken down, but that MP that they pushing real hard on people, and you see what they doing with the and you see the ports closing down from cyber attacks, the biggest ports in the world. Then you see all these farms losing their food, and you just see what Esau's doing. He's setting this place up for a massive fall. Okay, so that's the great wrath of the devil, because the devil is Esau Edom, the so-called white man, coming down with great wrath, because he know if he have a short time, because the elites know the scriptures, they know what the prophets are saying. That's why Trump said what he said, and he said that is some people saying that this is the end of the world, and he was talking about the prophets, so they know what's going on. This is Ezekiel 12:19. And say unto the people of the land, thus saith the Lord Yahweh of the inhabitants of Jerusalem and of the land of Israel, they shall, that's talking about pretty much, you know, the 12 tribes. They shall eat their bread with carefulness and drink their water with astonishments, that her land may be desolate for all therein, because the violence of them that dwell in them. And then the food, going into all the food shortages and all the food being bad. There's so many, I've never seen so many recalls in my life. And this is the agenda to make sure this place has no food. So pretty soon we'll be seeing the effect of that, and the food prices is gonna jump up, because it's already expensive to buy some food. No, and if you like me, you just buy for the day or a couple days or so. You might have to go restock food, but I'm not worried about it, because the Lord said my man should eat. So I know the Lord feed me, because it was a blue jay or something that brought Elijah some food in 1 Kings. And there's many more occasions where the Lord made sure his people eat. So the prophets would eat. The so-called, what we call stuff, the hopeful elect. It's the only elect gonna eat out here. Everybody else is gonna be eating each other, killing each other, murdering each other. In Jerusalem and land, and they would eat their bread with carefulness. They're like eating their bread, because Esau just messing up the food, poisoning the food, putting all this red 40, yellow 5, and all this stuff in the food, which is parasites, and just poisoning the food, and the water, and the air, and everything's polluted. So you got to eat your food with carefulness, because people out here dying over this food. Children dying, McDonald's food's bad, just everywhere. You got to really be careful what you eating, and pay attention to what you eating. And you also got to repair your body. Get some herbs and pray to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, for protection on your body. And drink their water with, and their land may be desolate from all therein, because of the violence of them that dwell therein. That land's talking about America. As you can see, says the land will be desolate, because the Lord's about to destroy this place and take this place out, and everybody in it. Because America is the most wickedest place in history. It's so wicked. Just to wake up in this every day is vexing.
About to make sure it's still recording. This might be acting funny sometimes. Ezekiel 12:20, and the cities that are inhabited shall be laid waste. and the land shall be desolate, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh. Means the Lord's going to do all this damage to this place, and everybody's going to know that the Lord did it. And the word of the Yahweh came unto me, saying, of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the day are prolonged and prolonged, every vision faileth. Tell them, therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel. I'll skip that one. This is Jeremiah 30 and 7, because this day is approaching fast. When you hear the MLMs, pretty soon you won't even hear that, because they're going to be trying to protect themselves too. There won't be nobody to save you besides Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. This is Jeremiah 30 and 7. At last, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And when we're talking about he shall be saved out of it, it's talking about the members of the elect, the ones waking up doing the work. Consistently, the ones praying and fasting on the downfall of America, aka Babylon. They're the only ones who are going to be saved out of this. Nobody else is going to be saved out of this. Jeremiah 38, for it shall come to pass in that day, said the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off the neck and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. This is Job 3 and 26. I was not in safety, neither had I rest, neither was I quiet, yet trouble came. And it's talking about Jacob's trouble. And these people just walking around here with their heads up. They don't think it's possible that a bomb can drop here on America's soil because they think we're the most powerful in the world. We're not. First of all, our military is full of rainbow people and weak women twerking. So this place is just a laughing stock right now of the world. This is 2 Esdras 15:14. Woe to the world, and them that dwell therein. For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And that's what's about to happen right now with the deportation that Trump's trying to do. You think you're going to deport all these people, give them all this money, give them housing, everything? See, Esau setting them up on purpose. Now we see the stage being set. Yeah, so the precept I just read with swords in their hands, it's going to start off with them. And you see Esau throwing so many different scenarios on how this going to happen. It's going to be a day like none other, which like the scriptures say. Woe to the world, and them that dwell therein, for the sword, Salakia, 2 Esdras 15:14, woe to the world, and them that dwell therein, for the sword in their destruction, draweth near, draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and a sword in their hands, and a sword, guns, because regular civilians is just going to have guns, you know, but Esau got all the extra stuff, the military and all these things, you're going to see all these things playing out right in front of you, and like I said, these things are coming soon. I believe that if something's going to happen before Trump gets in that office, he might not even make it to the office with everything going on. For there shall be sedition among men, and invasion one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. And that's what's going on now. Nobody listens to the government. I mean, it seems like Trump is their one last chance, but Trump, he don't fuck America over. You know? The sword and destruction are near. For there shall be sedition among men, and invasion one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. It means everybody's going to turn on the government, and they're not going to listen to them no more. And it's just going to be all anarchy and all chaos and civil war. And of the course of their actions shall stand in their powers. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able. You know, because Esau going to close, the city's going to be, for chaos, city's the worst place to be at, to be honest. You know, the city's going to be the first place where it get bad at. That's why they got the system set up where they got all of us smashed in one city. And all this, when you drive somewhere, when I drove to Florida, there wasn't nothing but land. Nothing to look at besides land. Then you get to the city, then that's when you see everything, all the little small. As you get closer to the city, you see the houses start popping up, other than that, it's just land. You know, because Esau wanted everybody compact in, so because they're easier to control. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. You know? And that pride, what Esau just did, you know, because like, if you listen to Trump, he said he was going to stop the war, but he ain't in the office yet. And Biden just did what he did and signed that executive order for what gave permission to Ukraine to use U.S. military weapons on Russia, which is a huge no-no because Russia is the bear. You don't poke the bear. You know, the Russians ain't playing. Putin's going to be the one who takes charge of lead, like Ezekiel 38 says. So as you see, prophecy is just happening right in front of our face all over the place. And, you know, I was thinking yesterday how grateful I am to have this knowledge because the Lord gave me a fighting chance. Because nobody else had no chance out here. You're just walking around with people and they just oblivious to what's going on because you go into the book of Isaiah, says they have a dark, what's it? I can't even think of it right now to look it up. But they have a dark seal on the Lord shut them up pretty much. He put a spirit on them and lead them down to sleep. There's so many people walking around acting like nothing ain't going on. And most people, most Jake, just close their eyes and act like they don't see it. Which is the dumbest thing you can ever do. Because in every movie and everything, the crazy one telling everybody everything's gonna happen always be right. Because they pride, the city shall be troubled and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And that's what's about to happen. Jacob's trouble. Coming to America soon. There's gonna be people fighting. Kind of think of the movie, what's that movie called? Everybody knows what these movies are. The Purge. The Purge, yeah. That's what's about to happen here in America. The Purge. It's about to be full war, you know? Because, as the apostle did his research, every kingdom stands for about 250 years and it falls. Every kingdom falls. What makes America exempt from that when it's the most evilest, demonic kingdom in history? It has to fall. You go up to a Christian and ask them where's America in the Bible, they don't know. And they like this place. They love living in misery. You know, because when this place falls, then the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua raises. So it's the end of Esau's world. That's why 2 Esdras 15 says, Jacob is the beginning, Esau is the end. That followeth. Then you go into Isaiah, was it Isaiah 3? I think it talks about all the other nations coming up to us to keep our feast days and our special holidays. Because after this place falls, then Yahushua comes to get his elect back through the chariots, which I call UFOs. Which, how far-fetched are the prophets? Because Lil Uzi Vert, I think in New York City, people say it was Project Bluebeam, it had to be. There was a UFO in the middle of the city and everybody was running. Because they thought it was real, but it was just Project Bluebeam, some very high-end projector. Because they say that Esau has something where he's going to pretend, he's going to fake the return of our Messiah, of Hamashiach. Slakia. So it's going to be a lot going on. That's why the scriptures say, wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times. Also, that's why it's important to know the name too. But when he says wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times, you can see it playing out in front of us because Israel is stupid. They don't know nothing. None of the knowledge that we got, they don't listen, they don't even care to listen. We had a point where the prophecies are popping off the pages. Then I was talking to this guy at work. For some reason, I don't know why. I just talked to this lady, I told her, she's like, you have faith, read the Bible, y'all read the Bible every day. I shouldn't have said that, because then she went and told this Christian, he came up to me, just being super righteous, but he was like, his spirit was just, I told him, like, it's a hard time coming. And he was just like, we can do about it besides love everybody. He's going around loving everybody and everything, man. They're talking about he just all love, and he don't deal with hate. And I was just laughing in my head, because it ain't gonna get you nowhere, because the Lord hates Esau. But then if you bring that up, they try to run around us. At the end of the day, we're done with Christians, we're done speaking to Christians. Y'all delusional, y'all weird. And all that lovey-dovey stuff ain't gonna do nothing for you, because when the Lord comes back, he's coming to Basra with stained garments, you know? He's pretty much, Basra, if you look it up on the old maps, it's a town in the land of Edom, which is, now Edom's new land is America. And he's gonna come and tread this place down, and destroy this place when he comes with his chariots. Let me get back to some more precepts. This is 2 Esdras 15 and 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. See what I'm talking about, Christians? Talking about love? You gonna try to love your way out of this? A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. Pretty much they're gonna be raiding your houses with Jake got their little switches, Esau, all these nations, you know? Just everybody gonna speak, every man for themselves. The brotherhood, we don't know what's gonna happen when this stuff pop off. Some of us might not be together, some of us might be alone. We're gonna have to just call on the Lord, because I have a lot of dreams where I'm alone. And I'm just praying to the Lord, and the Lord's directing my steps. With swords and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread. And that's also going into spoil their goods because of the lack of bread. Now you see Esau closing the ports. All the big major food companies are closed down right now due to some fake cyber attacks. Y'all know it's fake, because Esau been attacking the food all year. Okay, so it's gonna be a short of bread. Ain't gonna be no food. So people gonna be breaking into people's houses for resources and their goods. Maybe a warm bath, you know? All you single women out there? Hey, I feel sorry for you. I don't need no man. You know, I be watching that all day now. Some distro guy. That stuff is funny. You see the fall of these hoes. And all y'all hoes and all them kids, y'all kids is gonna get taken. The kids is gonna get raped, murdered. I'm gonna say ravished. It says in the scriptures. Y'all can't protect yourself. Y'all too weak. Y'all not strong. And this is men who men ain't getting what they used to get. You know? I say that because it's hard out here talking to these women, because they all go digging, they all have to get you. I'm just saying to myself, I don't trust no black woman, no nigga woman. I don't trust no American woman right now. They got this 4B movement going on. When they talking about they're not gonna give up, they beat up goods, or they cutting their head because of men. They hate men for voting for Trump. Now when I went deeper into it, and I looked at the women who were shaving their head off and stuff, and they look like women don't nobody want anyway. See, fat, ugly, bald. One chick, I've been single for 4 years. I'll do it again for 4B movement. Well, nobody really cares, because y'all not even desirable women that people want. No, yeah, ugly fat chick talking about started. Man, it's huge. 300-some pounds talking about I can't keep men off me. I just need to stay off. These women are so delusional and done for. Y'all gonna be the first. It's gonna be a major majority of women in America that get ravished and destroyed, their house broken into, and they're gonna get killed and raped and ravished. Oh, don't take my video down for saying that. Going to again, 2 Esdras 15:19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulations. And that's coming soon, because we're about to, Esau been messing with the food for a while now, but we still got food. But you're about to see the shelves and the food start disappearing from this cyber attack on these ports. Behold, 2 Esdras 15:20, behold, say, Yahweh, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising sun. Alright, that's all I want on that one. Don't get hot. Oh yeah, now all these things coming, people scared, because the dude at my job, he said there's nothing we can do about it, besides praying. I was like, no. And then he came up to me and asked me what was my favorite precept. I said, Psalms 101. You know, because it's like there's nothing we can do. Yes, it is, man. There's something you can do about it. The Lord says people gonna eat. Okay, the Lord said he's going to give us powers so we can survive what's coming. The Lord said, there's so many scriptures where the Lord, you know, is telling the elect he's going to be there for them. And this is how you got to look at it. Things are going to be so bad, so everybody be like, Esdras is like, woe is me. And Isaiah was woe is me. It's going to be that bad. You truly just going to have to trust in the Lord, man. And I feel like the Lord going to keep getting you out of stuff to the point where you become confident, just like the dream I had a dream. But before I bring that dream out, get to the powers. This is Psalms 110:3. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy powers, and in the goodness of holiness from the womb of the morning that has to do of the youth. And he's saying that we're going to have powers, our bodies, he's going to turn our bodies, give us our original bodies. Because these bodies that we in are called chains of darkness, why you're always aching, headaches, one foot bigger than the other foot, all type of things that brothers deal with. definitely the apostles, because they've been doing this for longer than us. You know? So the Lord's going to change that. We'll be, you know, our warm bodies will feel young again. This is Acts 1:7, and he said unto them, it is not for you to know the time of the season which our Father hath put in his own power. This is not for us to know when the Lord's going to give us that power, but we know it's coming. Because the scripture said that we should do more work than Yahushua. And we know that he healed the blind, he raised the dead, he turned water into wine. He did many things. Not everything was recorded in the scriptures. So he said we'll be able to do these things too. That's a different type of faith that you have to have in order to survive what's coming, because there's no way out of it. The Lord said straight gate. You have to take the straight gate. You can't wiggle under it, you can't dig under it, you can't go around it. This is... What's some scripture said they should mount up like an eagle? Just, the Lord said we'll mount up like an eagle. And he said we should run and not be weary. I can't find it right now, but he said we should mount up like an eagle, meaning that we're going to have wings. He said we should run and not be weary, meaning we'll be able to run and not get tired. So, for the elect, they all good. The Lord don't get them out of this. But then you still got to worry about being martyrs for Yahushua, because it says some of us should be thrown in prison. Okay? And some of us going to have to die for the Lord. But he also said that is a great honor in the Lord Yahushua. Abba Yahushua is going to put a crown above our head. So this is what this thing is all about. This ain't no soft stuff like over there with the Christians. This ain't no soft stuff that we own. That's why can't nobody really deal with it. And it takes molding you into a man and coming out of that old person that you used to be. Because these times that we coming into is very, very serious. You know, and Esau pretty much using his power through the pen for writing his what do you call them again? Executive orders. And that's all this is in paperwork. Like Trump said he would bring back guillotines, firing squad. Like it's about to be crazy out here. It's gonna have camps, guillotines, firing squad, civil war, no food. Man, it's gonna be bad out here, man. Then you got all these different various diseases that they're gonna be releasing on people, and they're gonna use that to throw you in a camp, one of them camps. They're gonna try to throw that on you. They're gonna have every way possible to get you in a camp and convert you to take that charagma. See, Esau moved through his policies. Here's Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decree, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. To turn aside the needy for judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, the window may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. You know, that's what they're doing. You know, they rob the poor. That's why I said the richer get richer and the poor just get poorer. Okay, Ezekiel 12:19. Oh, I'm this man. Go by real quick. Inhabitants of Jerusalem and land thereof will be eaten bread. That's Jeremiah 30:7. At last, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he... I already read that. Alright, so with that being said, hope this lesson was edifying. And I want to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Kakadash. I also want to give a double honor to the apostles, elders, great men, who taught me this word, and the sisters and brothers down who teach with sincerity. Well, not the sisters, but, you know, the brothers who teach with sincerity, because a woman ain't supposed to teach. And I want to give citation to the elect scattered across the four corners of the earth. That being said, shalom.